Jay?
Good. How y'all doing? I'm great.
Good.
How y'all doing?
So what do you think about your performance against UNLV?
I think it was good. I think I performed like how Coach Rod wanted us to. Then we have just minor things we can work on week to week, but overall we did good as an interior D-line.
What's the difference between the first half and the second half? The second half, you guys shut them out. It was total domination.
I think it was more of a mentality thing than a physical thing because we know we could beat them. It's just we had to fix we had minor adjustments that we needed to correct. So when we came out in the second half, we knew what we needed to do. So.
What's the thought about going into this game, playing BYU, like your first big test of the year on the road as a team?
I think that we just need to be assignment sound. I think we have the physical capability to beat them, and we just need to go out there and just do our job, and everything will work itself out.
What sticks out to you? I mean, another quarterback, but about their offense overall so far, what stuck out to you when you looked at them on the film?
Their O-line overall is pretty big. It's probably the biggest O-line we've seen all year. They can get going real fast. You just got to make sure you're on your assignment, because if you're not, then they can run it right down your throat. So you just got to know what you're doing.
Knowing that they've already beat two Pac-12 teams, does that open your eyes at all?
Yes and no. I mean, they beat two Pac-12 teams, but like I said, it's just like we're Arizona State, so I think we know what we can do. We know our potential, so it's like they beat two Pac-12 teams, but we know what we can do as a school, so it doesn't really faze us that much.
BJ, can you talk about the path that led you to Arizona State, coming all the way from Georgia out here as a preferred walk-on?
It was later in my recruitment. I didn't really have any schools that wanted to offer me because I was shorter in stature, and it's 2 days before signing day, Coach Rod came with me with an opportunity, and he used to be with my godfather, Greg Ellis, with the Vikings. So my godfather gave him a good word, so I knew if my godfather trusted him, then I could trust him. So that's how I got here.
Do you play with a chip on your shoulder, trying to show people what you can do?
Yeah, I play with a chip on my shoulder, doing my assignment. I make sure I do my assignment well, and if I do my assignment well, then that just ends up showing that I can make a play. Not really trying to do too much.
Mm-hmm. Have you surprised yourself with how well you've performed this early in your college career?
Yes, kind of. It was a surreal moment. Just seeing, I didn't really grasp anything that happened until I came back into the locker room and all my older teammates were there, and they told me what happened, and I guess that's when it really hit me. I'm like, oh, I'm in a big, like, it's college football now, so yeah, it's been nice.
And with the injury to Jermaine Lole, you provide some very valuable depth at a position where they need it, huh?
Yes, sir. I mean, Jermaine is still on. It's like a big brother type thing. He gives us many good pointers, and as an interior, I think when he went out, we became close. We became way closer. And we still have Shannon, who's another he's another big brother type. And it's me and Omar, who like the little brothers, just learning along the way. And it's real. We became way closer ever since that happened. So I'm blessed for that.
How good will it be to get Omar back this week?
It's great. I mean, it's great to have that depth. Omar, he's like another big brother. I'm like the youngest guy on the interior, so it's just good to have that depth and that we can rotate how we want to now.
What have you learned from those older guys you just mentioned, just being able to improve what you've done since you got here?
Mainly just how to work technique on the interior, because I came here as a DN, but now I'm working 3-tech. So it's like just a lot of the technique, because it works way faster on the interior D-line. And how Shannon and Omar, they just gave me a lot of pointers on how to get to where I need to be. Pass rush, Jermaine helped me really a lot there. Being able to use my explosiveness to my advantage and just getting, and when I use that to my advantage, then it's just really hard to stop. So.
What were the keys, in your opinion, to getting it turned around in the second half? The defense was so dominating after halftime. What was the key or the turnaround there?
I think the key, really, honestly, it started with us. I mean, we had to become more dominant on the line of scrimmage. We had to make sure that we established a new line of scrimmage and become more dominant and impose our will on their O-line, which we needed to do in the first half, but we didn't really establish that until the second half. And once we did, we shut them down immediately. So.
Did you see what the crowd looked like at BYU for their last game against Utah?
No, not really. I just been looking at with my assignments, but I know BYU is a real rowdy place, so I'm looking forward to it.
That'd be fun for you guys to be in front of that many people in kind of a hostile environment.
I mean, college football. That's what comes with college football. You got to go into hostile environments and do your job. So, yeah, I think this will be a good test for us and see who we are as a team.
How has your relationship with Herm grown over the last couple of weeks?
It's been crazy. I mean, I remember I was practicing one time and I heard him say move to the left a little bit, and I was kind of wondering who was talking to me, and I turned around and it was Herm. I didn't know he knew my name at first, but it's been good. I just, just having that motivation, like him just telling me, like, you're doing good. It's just, it feels good just to know, like there's people up there that are looking and seeing that I'm doing good down here. So it's all good.
Was it tough coming so far from home? Were you homesick at all, or did you just adjust here right away?
It's tough to the aspect that I'm far from friends, but I knew I came out here for a purpose, so I just gotta make sure I do my job when I'm out here. So.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.